What's up, everybody? It's your man JFilt back with another edition of Learn How to Sample Like in collaboration with Tracklib, where we will discuss sample flipping, crate digging, and production techniques of the great ones. In this episode, JPEGMAFIA. So let's get into it. Real quick, if you are not familiar with Tracklib, it is a subscription-based service where you have access to thousands of tracks and you can get them licensed and cleared without the hassle of using lawyers. So you might want to check this out. We're going to talk about JPEGMAFIA, man, and he actually used Tracklib. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to prove it. Check this out. See this article, how Brockhampton and JPEGMAFIA sampled Isaac Hayes. I'm going to play just a little bit of it.
Put that on everything I love. It's been a minute. Had to flip it in my blood to be a stack. Had to handle other bit.
Okay, y'all hear that sample? That's taken from Isaac Hayes, September Romance Intro. That's crazy, right? So that shows you have big time artists using this platform. So it's legit. Speaking of JPEGMAFIA, man, he has so many different styles. So it's kind of hard to categorize him, but we're going to try to put some guidelines to help if you're interested. The one thing that stands out about him is the rock element that he uses a lot. To me, he reminds me of like a Rick Rubin type of guy, but he has so many different styles, man. So when it comes to digging, whatever time, it doesn't matter if it's present or past. He sampled from YouTube, SoundCloud, whatever. So I'm gonna give you a couple of ways if you want to kind of dig. And one of those ways is to just go to genres. See, under genres, you have all these different genres. Let's say we wanted to go to rock. And under rock, you have all these subgenres. Now, I just said he's used all kinds of stuff, but we trying to narrow it down. So look at all these subgenres. Alternative rock, black metal, Chinese metal, garage rock. Just say you want to just use these subgenres: metal, progressive rock, psychedelic rock, punk, rap, metal. I didn't even realize it was this many subgenres of rock. It's crazy. So let's just listen to a few samples. Just all kind of crazy, unorthodox stuff, man. Now, the other way you can do it is to go by collections. Use collections. Go over to the left, click on collections, and then you have this collection page, and you have different styles and what you think JPEGMAFIA might actually use. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, out of all of these, there's several that I think he would use, but I would go to rock gems. That's just, and let's see what comes up. Yep, I think he would do something like that. Oh. See, let's say I like that. Another thing that Peggy does is take little chops, man, just small little chops, and loops them. So let's say, for example, we wanted to hear what this sounded like as a loop. So I would just use a little looper device and just play it. See that, man? I could move it around, make a smaller loop if I wanted to. I'm going to show you the sample that I found. This one right here. I thought that was dope, man. So I went ahead and downloaded it, and now let's move on to the DAW. Okay, this time around, I'm not going to start with drums. I'm going to start with the samples. And let's start with this background noise and a sample of actually myself. Like I said, Peggy samples like obscure stuff from anything, man. Like it could be a voice from YouTube, from a movie, from whatever. So I actually went to one of my older videos and I sampled myself saying,
"Turn it on.
Turn it on." Because that's what I said in one of my videos.
Turn it on.
So I just threw it in this sampler, and now I have.
Turn it on.
And when I play it, this is what it sounds like with the crowd noise in the background, because this crowd noise this is just like some ambient sounds I got from Labs, which is free. Put them together and it sounds like this. Right? So it's just a little excerpt manipulated how you want to. So this is the song that I chose, and out of this song, I chose a few samples. So I only took just a little chunk of it. Instead of like a whole long section, just a little chunk. You know, like I said, we just taking little chunks. That's the technique, small pieces. The next sample that I took from the same song was this right here. Check this out. This is actually from the beginning of the song. I thought that was dope, but I just used one chord and threw it into keyboard mode. So now I have... That's basically how I used it. I decided to add a synth because one of the things that Peggy uses is his own synths. He doesn't just sample, he uses live instruments as well, which I appreciate. I decided to throw in this old school sounding flute, which is like a mellotron sound. Sounds like this. Just to give it that vintage type sound. Sticking with the synths, I added this little bass synth, but I added an effect, because one of the things about Peggy is his beats really move. His beats take you on a journey. So check this bass sound I have. I just thought that was super vintage sounding, and I used an effect on it, and that effect, Fat Effects, which gives it that pumping sound. So actually it's kind of like a side chain effect. See how it's pumping? So that's a good tool to use. When it came to drums, I use a lot of drums. Like I said, he takes you on a journey. So I use orchestral drums, some claps, a drum break, and I added some extra drums like kick, snares, hi-hats, that kind of thing, percussions. I did that first because I wanted to have some kind of dramatic effect. I use this drum break as kind of like my main drum sound. So that's what it sounds together with the orchestral stuff. All right. Then I added a deep kick. Then added some hi-hats. Then added some percussion. If you have Contact, this is free. And this is a good tool to use if you just want to add like extra percussion stuff. And when I'm using percussion, I like to use ghost notes. Those are those little subtle notes in between like the main hits. Just like little random hits in between the main hits. You know, that's all that is. Added some claps for a live feel. And then I want to talk about something that's very important that Peggy uses a lot, and that is rhythm changes. A lot of his beats have some type of rhythm change, man, and you want to incorporate that. And by the way, the BPM is in 80, but in halftime, that's 160. So think about that. Watch this. Because I'm setting up for another section. See how it's getting quicker and faster? So it's kind of like in EDM, how they build up to a break or a drop or something like that. Similar to that. A lot of people don't use this, but you should, man. You can use something as simple as note repeat. Right? And if I hold down the key, it just goes faster. You know, I can have 1/64th note, 1/16th note, 1/32nd note. So use that to your advantage, man. That's basically what I did for that. Same with the hi-hats, claps, you know, whatever. Then I go into a whole different type of beat because, like I said, Peggy takes you on a journey. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like a drum and bass type of thing. I don't know where that came from. I just did it out of just experimentation. Keyword experiment. Let me go back to the sample because there's another change at the end. It's like it takes you somewhere else, man. So, and that's all part of the same sample. Another thing when it comes to using effects, is using automation. Now on my vocals, I decided to throw a delay on there, and this is what it does. It sounds real crazy, right? I'm gonna show you the delay that I use. This is dope because it's like a multi type of delay. This is straight from Delay Designer, which is a stock plugin in Logic. So you can use something similar, man. So it does all in one. Bring it in and then bring it back out. Before I play the beat, I want you guys to keep in mind that this is meant for just a guideline. It's not really trying to sound like JPEGMAFIA. It's just using concepts and techniques. Some guys get that twisted. Just like all these inspirational videos and learn how to sample, like in this entire series, it's not trying to clone anybody. It's just using these concepts as guidelines so you can flip in your own way. You got it? So let's play the beat from the top. Pay attention to all the techniques and let's go. Vocal. Chop. Bass in. Here come the change up. Got the synths in there. One more change up. And there you have it. So I hope that was helpful. I will leave a special link down below if you're interested. Let me know if there's any other producers you'd like me to cover, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. More videos on the way. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And please check out the link down below if you're interested. I will leave a link so you can grab 15 tracks for free. Just check it out. Go to Tracklib. The link is down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm sending peace and positive energy.